Good morning. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. We're going to do our Pilates class this morning. So we've got our form and foundation Pilates. We are going to have a bit more of an upper body focus this morning. In saying that, as always, it will still be a full body workout. You're not going to need any equipment. All you'll need is yourself, a mat or a carpeted area, maybe a pillow if you need it for your roll-ups, and probably a drink bottle too. All right, let's get into it. Onto your mat, getting the arms up to the sky, butterfly down, dropping down, restack back up tall, arms up to the sky. Butterfly the arms down, dropping down, restack back up tall, lifting the arms up. Beautiful, that's it. Just getting the body moving, dropping up and down. If you're feeling really tight through the back of the legs and you want to go for those little pulses down towards the toes, go for it. All right, we're going to go for the next 30 seconds here into your roll downs. 15 seconds to go. Side, lift the arms to a T, feet about hip distance apart. Let's twist, release, pulse. Twist, release, pulse. Twist, release, pulse. Twist, release, pulse. Just getting in. Always looking to the hand that goes behind here. So when you twist, look to those fingertips. Pulse. It's just going to allow you to get a little bit further into that movement. And let's walk those legs out nice and wide apart. Walking those toes out. Arms to a T. Right hand, left ankle. 1, 2, 3. Lift back up to a T. Dropping back down. 1, 2, 3. And lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. The palm towards the screen. Back down by your side. Big roll through those shoulders. Nice work. All right, we're going to come to the end of our mat. So coming down to the end of your mat, you've got room in front of you. We're going to really start to warm through those shoulders. So we're dropping the hands down to the ground. Walking out into a pike. From your pike, I want you to find a plank. Then move back into your pike. And into plank. And into pike. And into plank. So we just keep moving through those two movements. Pushing your chest towards the legs. Then find your plank. And push your chest towards the legs. So we're still feeling that stretch through the back of the legs when we come into our pike. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop those knees down, untuck the toes into child's pose, stretch it out. All right, let's move into our happy cat, angry cat. So coming up onto the hands and knees, setting up, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Drop that tummy down, look up to the sky. Then we round the spine, look to the knees. Dropping the tummy down, looking up, and around the spine, looking to the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Neutral spine, so in between happy cat and angry cat. Right hand to the sky, thread that needle, rest the arm down. Lift up and open, thread and rest. Up and open, thread and rest. 2. And last ones. All right, swapping sides. Left hand to the sky, thread and rest. Lift and open, thread and rest. Lift and open, thread and rest. 4 to go. 3, 2, and last ones. And finding child's pose. Reaching the hands as far forward as you can. Bum is sinking down to the heels. Slide those fingertips forward. Bum is down towards the heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the hands and knees now. All right, we are going to start with a weird looking push-up. So for our weird looking push-up, we're finding this shape here. So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, hip distance apart. Thinking about your elbows going towards your knees as you drop them down towards the ground, head drops down. Then we press through the hands to lift back up. We drop down, press through the hands. So this is like, yes, you could call this a warm-up into our push-ups. We'll go for 3 more. 2 more. Last ones. And lifting back up onto the hands and knees. Now we're just going to go into a little bit of leg work before we come back into our push-ups. Take your right leg long, pointing it to the wall behind. From here, drop the toes to the mat, then lift them up to the sky. Drop them to the mat, lift them to the sky. Dropping them down, lifting them up. Forearms are always an option here. If you prefer to drop onto the forearms, go for it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swapping legs. Left leg long, point it to the wall, drop them down, lift them up. Drop them down, lift them up. Six to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find child's pose, stretching those hands forward, reaching them as far forward as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're now going to find a half plank push-up. So we're changing our shape again. We're going to come forward and drop the waistband down slightly. Now what I want you to just be mindful of here is that we're not dropping the waistband down like this where we start to now arch our spine. We want to try and keep a neutral spine, so a bit more of a straighter spine and a line from our head to our knees. Right, from here, elbows stay tucked in, we drop down, push back up through the hands. Now we're aiming for 10 here. If you stop short of 10, just push back into child's pose. We're moving into spine stretch. So sitting tall through the spine. If you prefer to sit on a pillow this morning, if the hamstrings are really tight, get onto that pillow, and that's going to help you with your height through your spine. Hands down in front, chin to chest, round the spine, press forward. 1, 2, 3 pulses, and then lift back up tall. Press forward. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Forward. 1, 2, 3, and lift. And hey, I think I need to do the pillow today. My hamstrings are extremely tight this morning. I think it's the cold. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Let's go for 5. And 4. 3. 2, and last ones. 1, 2, 3, and lifting back up. Legs back in together, shuffling about halfway down your mat. We're going to move into roll-ups now. Now, if you're using a pillow, pillow is pushed up against your bum. If you're not using a pillow, you're just laying down on the mat. All right, laying all the way down, arms go long. Arms up, chin to chest, press forward. 1, 2, 3, dropping back down. Arms go long. Arms up, chin to chest, lift, press forward. 1, 2, 3, and dropping back down. Arms go long. Arms up, chin to chest. All right, that's your first layer. Second layer, bring the hands behind the head. You can do this with or without the pillow as well. 1, 2, 3, dropping back down. Using a pillow, pop that pillow off to the side, drop all the way down onto the mat, pull the knees in or rock side to side, whatever feels good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the feet into the mat, hands by your side. Press the back of the waistband down. Push it down, lift the hips up. Coming back down, press the back of the waistband down, let the light in at the end. Push the light out, lift those hips up, dropping back down, let the light in at the end. So we're just going into our hip bridges with our rocking pelvis. Nice work, keep it up. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one last one. Hips up high, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze those glutes. All right, drop down halfway, pulse up, halfway, pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down, rock those knees or hug them into your chest. Nice work. Okay, so from here, we're going to start to get into those lower abs. Sorry, I'm going to do that by having a cough. Now, what we're going to do is lift both legs up into tabletop. I'm going to give you two options from here. So legs in tabletop, pushing the back of the waistband down. Drop your right toes down to the mat, quickly touch them, lift back up. Left toes, touch, lift. And we just alternate legs here. Or both legs drop down, toes drop, legs lift. Toes drop, legs lift, okay? Knees in or rock them side to side. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming back down onto your back. We're going to take our right leg up to the sky, just leaving your left foot planted into the mat. So pointing the right toes up. All right, from here, push the back of the waistband down into the mat. We're going to lower the leg down as low as we can. See if you can touch it to the ground, then lift it back to the sky. Lowering it down, lifting back up. Keep pressing the back of the waistband down into the mat. We've got our pointed ballerina toes on here. Leg is long. Doing really well. We've got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swapping legs. Pointing the toes. Left leg lifts and drops. Lifts and drops. Keep pushing the back of the waistband down into the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull those knees in or rock them side to side. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I'm going to take you into the next version of this. Now, I definitely encourage both of you to give this a go. We've done it, it's been a while since we've done it actually. We're going to bring our hands back behind our head, pushing the back of the waistband down into the mat, glue the legs together, lift both legs to the sky. Now, I want you to lower both legs down as low as you can without arching the spine. So it may look like this for you, it may look like this, or it may look like getting the legs right down to the ground and then lifting back up, okay? So whatever that looks like for you, but we're always pushing the back of the waistband down into the mat so we can't get our hand under our lower back. Right, we're going to come into a seated position now. Now it's up to you. If you're comfortable kneeling, kneel, but if kneeling just doesn't feel the best for you, prefer to sit cross-legged, just go with that. For the last exercise, we will come up to kneeling, but we'll be moving through it. All right, so we're going to sit tall, arms to a T. From here, tiny little circles. Right, just in one direction at the moment because we will reverse it. Just tiny little circles. Tall through the spine, think top of the head, lifting towards the sky. All right, Now over the next 10 seconds, we are going to make these circles really large. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over the next 10 seconds, we're going to make them small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse your circles. Turn them around. Back in the opposite direction. All right, over the next 10 seconds, we're going large. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over the next 10 seconds, we take them small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop them down. Roll out those shoulders. Nice work. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands back out to a T. This time, palms are facing up. Elbows come into the sides of the body. Hands go back out. Elbows in, hands out. Elbows in, hands out. Beautiful. All right, while you do that, I'm going to finally ditch this jumper. I think I've warmed myself up enough. In and out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down, roll those shoulders out. Okay, now if you're cross-legged, come up to kneeling now. We're going to make our triangle shape here. So make your triangle shape. Place your triangle behind your head. Now we're going to send it up to the sky as we lift up onto the knees. And then as we drop back down, hands drop back behind the head. Lifting up and dropping down. Up and down. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. Up, down, up, down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last ones. And dropping down, roll those shoulders out. Find child's pose, have a bit of a stretch. Dropping the bum down towards the heels. All right, stretching out. If you need to have a drink, now would be a great opportunity to do so, or just continue stretching out for the next 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to move into our next layer of our push-ups. Now for your next layer of your push-ups, if it doesn't feel like you, revert back to the layer of the push-ups we did earlier this morning, okay? So your next layer, we find a full plank position. We're dropping down as low as we can and then pushing back up. If that doesn't feel like you, drop the knees, do a half plank. If that doesn't feel like you, go back to this rectangle position, drop down, lift up. All right, so lots of different layers to choose from. We're aiming for 10, all right? So 10 push-ups. Okay, hands and knees. Left forearm comes to the ground. So left forearm down, right hand stays planted. We take the right leg long and we're going to track these toes along the same invisible line as we bring it out to the side and back to center. To the side, to center. To the side, to center. Now when you bring that leg back in line with your mat, look to the mat. Then look to the toes. Look to the mat, look to the toes. 10 seconds to go here. Take a quick child's pose, quick stretch. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up onto the hands and knees. This time, right forearm down, left leg long. So right forearm down, left leg long. We kick to the side, to center. Look to the toes, look to the mat. Look to the toes, look to the mat. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees gently down, push back into child's pose, stretch it out, reaching those hands as far forward as you can. Drop the bum down to the heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming on up, we're going to work our way into some side planks, but before we do that, we're just going to get what we're going to do with the arms down pat. So we're onto our hands and knees. We're just going to do one hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. So one hand comes to the waistband. We semicircle it to the front of the room. Semicircle it back to the waistband. Then drop the hand down to the ground. Swapping hands. Waistband. Semicircle. Semicircle down. Waistband. Semicircle. Semicircle down. Waistband. Semicircle. Semicircle down. Do it. Okay, so our side planks, we can do this either on our knees or on our toes. I will demonstrate both of them for you today. I will just say, if you're going to go straight into the toe version, bring your feet further apart. But I'm going to demonstrate knees first. So we're finding a half plank. Now from your half plank, we're going to come over, stack the knees on top of each other. Your top hand comes to the waistband, semicircle, semicircle, down to center, we turn back, and then over to the other side. Waistband, semicircle, semicircle, center. We're stacking the knees. Now, if you're doing full plank, bring your toes further apart, lift into your full plank. We come onto the sides of the feet, hand to waistband, semicircle, semicircle, down. Other side, waistband, semicircle, semicircle, down. Waistband, semicircle, semicircle, down. If you need extra padding under the knees, you can always roll up your mat or pop a pillow under the knees. Semicircle, semicircle, center. Over to the other side. Waistband, semicircle, semicircle, center. Back into child's pose. Gently bring the knees down. Reach those hands forward, stretch it out, drop the bum down to the heels. Beautiful work, that's it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to come back up to standing. So tuck those toes, bum to the sky, walk the hands back, restack, we're back up tall. Hands can be on your hips or into your chest. We're going to lift up onto the tippy toes first, then drop the heels. Up onto the tippy toes, drop the heels. Lift, lower, lift, lower. All right, we'll go for about 10 more, and then we're going to incorporate a squat into this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tippy toes, heels down, squat. Lift, tippy toes, heels down, squat. Lift, tippy toes, heels, squat, and lift. All right, if we'd like to get those arms involved. As you drop down, keep the hands into your chest. As you lift up onto the tippy toes, draw the shoulder blades back, arms back behind, then back into your chest as you drop. Lift, drawing them back behind as you stand tall. All right, ballerina lunge squat things, okay? It's kind of a lunge, it's kind of a squat. So we're going to balance into the left leg, right leg comes in front. Hands, again, can be wherever you need them to be. We're going to draw a circle right back behind. Then from here, we drop down. Then we lift, draw the circle back to the front. All right, so circle back, drop, lift, circle to the front. Circle back, drop, lift, circle to the front. Again, if you'd like to get the arms involved, coordination is going to come into this one. Hands back behind as you lift and stand. Beautiful. If you'd like to make it harder, keep the toes from touching the ground. Ooh. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing back up tall. Shake it out, walk it out. Let's do the other leg. So balancing into the opposite leg. Leg in front, leg behind, drop down, lift. Leg back in front. If you'd like to get the arms involved, we draw the shoulders, shoulder blades back behind as you bring the leg back in front. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. Woo. My balance is not good this morning. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can always lift those toes up off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up. Woo, shake it out, walk it out. Let's come back down onto the mat. So standing at the end of your mat with your mat in front, hands come down to the ground, walking them out, find pike. Gently drop the knees, cross the legs, walk the hands back, flip over onto your bum. So we're into a seated position. And we're just going to shuffle forward a little bit. And what we might practice today is just the beginnings of some rollover work. If you've got your pillows, we'll use our pillows. We're going to drop down onto the mat. All right, now from here, lifting the bum up, pop your pillow under your bum. So you've got a bit of height here. Now you also want to make sure you've got a little bit of room behind you. All right, lift the legs to the sky. Hands push into the mat and we throw the legs back. Then we drop our bum back down onto the pillow. So that's it, set up. Arms by your side, legs to the sky, glue the legs together, throw the legs back, then drop back down onto the pillow. Throw the legs back, then drop down onto the pillow. That's it. So what you can also do here is to get your bum up off the ground, drop your legs further down to the 45, and then you've got more to swing the legs over. And then drop back down onto the mat. So you've got more room there. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. Pop that pillow off to the side. All right, from here, we're going to sit up and we're going to go into some rollbacks, which then will take us into some rollovers from a different way of getting into it. So lifting yourself up onto your bum. We're going to bring our hands under our knees. Pop your pillow off to the side, hands under the knees, lift the toes up off the ground. Think round like a ball, chin to chest. We roll back, throw the legs back behind. Then roll back up, lift up onto the sit bones. Throwing the legs back behind, then lifting back up. Beautiful, that's it. We're just rolling like a ball. Make sure you've got that little bit of room behind you there. Use that momentum to go back and lift back up. That's it. All right, we'll go for 5. Excuse me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, lifting yourself back up. From here, we're going to find a teaser position, all right? Half teaser or full teaser, all right? So we lean back, lift both legs into tabletop. Hands are down by the legs. They can also hold onto the legs if you need to as well, okay? From here, round like a ball, chin to chest. We're rolling back, pointing the toes to the wall behind. And then lifting back up onto your sit bones. So just have a play around with the movement, chin to chest, rolling back, throw those legs, then lift back up onto the sit bones. That's it. That's it, Di. Beautiful. Then lift up and see if you can hover onto the sit bones, keeping the toes off the ground. Beautiful. All right, let's go for 3, 2, And last ones. And coming all the way back up. Now that the spine's had a nice old massage out, feet together, knees apart, just bring your chest forward. You can always get those elbows into the knees there, just to have a nice stretch out through those hip flexors. Nice work. We'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, over onto the hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes, send the bum to the sky, and then drop the right knee down, drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, sink down into your preferred position here. All right, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hands into the mat, tuck the back toes, send the bum to the sky, and swap sides, dropping down, sinking right down into that hip. Holding for 20. And 10, 9, 8, excuse me, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands press into the mat, tuck the toes, bum to the sky, knees gently drop, untuck those toes, angry cat to your cobra. Angry cat to your child's pose. Angry cat to cobra. Angry cat to child's pose. Make it your own. Make any adjustments that you like here, whether you like to look over the shoulders through your cobra, rocking side to side, or even staying in cobra for a little bit longer, or angry cat, or even child's pose. Whatever feels good for you this morning. Bring the right leg in front, left leg down by your side. So right leg in front, left leg down by your side. Arms to a T. Right forearm drops. We rainbow that left arm up and over. Reach the fingertips over towards the wall. And then lift up and over to the other side. And then back over. So we'll keep moving through this stretch. But I do want you to really sink into the stretch first. Feel that stretch before lifting up to the over to the other side. So we come down as deep as we can. Then lift back up and over. All right, we'll go for 3. And 2. And last ones each side. And then we'll swap those legs around. So maneuvering those legs, whoop, around to the other side. Left leg in front, right leg down by your side. Arms to a T, down we go. Left forearm down as we rainbow the right arm. And again, feel that stretch, sink into that stretch before lifting back over to the other side. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last ones. Then we're going to butterfly both hands over to the left and flip over onto the knees. From here, we tuck those toes, send the bum to the sky, cycle out the legs, drop one knee and drop the opposite heel, and switch, dropping that heel down towards the ground. Switch and stretch. Nice stretch through the back of the legs. That's it. For 5 each side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the heels down towards the mat. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. If you need to bend into the knees, go for it. Then restack the spine, coming all the way back up tall. Beautiful, that's it. All right, arms to the sky. Let's finish off with 5 swings. Deep bend in the knees as we swing those arms down and lift back up tall. 3, and 2, and last ones. Coming all the way back up. Big butterflies or shoulder shrugs, a couple in each direction. And we are all done for the morning.